Good morning. Yes, it's 6:18 a.m. Heading out of here. Heading to first stop will be Hays, Kansas for the night. Let's hit the road. Today we're leaving our location here in Saratoga. Our first stop will be Laramie. Next stop will be Sydney, which is here. And the last stop will be Gothenburg along Interstate 80. Yeah, we're starting with 81%. It's not a big deal. I've only got to get to Laramie, so that's on task today for our first stop. Also, I'm trying a new microphone. I purchased a remote microphone. It's a lav mic, one of those ones that clip on your shirt. So we'll see how the audio is in this video. Going to be using that instead of using the internal microphones in the phone itself. Got maybe Mama, a couple little guys here. You guys just get out of the way now. There we go. Just heading up the snowy range road here, and the darn sun is right there in our face. Good thing is I'm going up over the snowy range this morning as the shortcut to Laramie. If we're lucky this morning, we might see some animals, typically big ones. We'll see. We're continuing along the snowy range road here, and looks like the inside of my windows suck. We're going to have to clean them when I get to Laramie. That's okay. I haven't seen anything yet this morning, and we've been on autopilot the whole way. So we'll keep an eye out for any kind of animals that might show. Yeah, it's probably one of the best views here as you come around the snowy range. Still snow here, as you see. No tourists yet this morning. It's really pretty. Coming down into the town of Centennial here in a few. Just coming out of the Medicine Bow Forest, dropping down into Centennial here now. And we'll be on the floor of the valley here in a few minutes. Rained last night, at least over on the Saratoga side. This side looks like it got a little rain too. It's pretty. Centennial's a cool place. 24 miles to go to the supercharger in Laramie. Just came out of the snowy range. This is Snowy Range Road. I think they called something else here. No, it's still called the Snowy Range Road. It's real peaceful on this side. So let's have a look around here. About 15 miles from Laramie. Just turning into the supercharger here. It's at the Fairfield by Marriott Hotel. It's in the back.
And you have arrived at your destination.
If you're traveling in the area, I suggest you stay at this hotel. I've done it a couple times. It's a nice place. And the supercharger is right here too, so it makes it easy. Just pick one here in the middle and we're good to go. I'm here in Laramie at Supercharger, and I've got, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes to go, and I'll be heading to Sydney, be next stop. It's a nice location, 150 kilowatts. A couple of hotels, one here behind, and the Fairfield, which hosts the Supercharger. It's a real nice place to stay. We'll be underway soon. We're going to be ready real soon here. Got a couple of minutes to go. So far went 68.9 miles, 23 kilowatt hours used, and average 335. That's going up over the snowy range. This next run will be pretty good. I don't think there's much wind. Typically the wind comes out of the west, which will give us a tailwind, which is fine. And it looks like we're ready to go. Our arrival percentage here is 21%, so I think we're good to go. Let me disconnect and we'll get out of here. Got 79% leaving here. Supposed to arrive at 21% in Sydney. 152 miles, I think it is. And of course, a Scottish breakfast in the morning. All right, just up on Interstate 80 now, leaving Laramie. Heading out of Laramie now on Interstate 80, just up the gap. Coming up to the Lincoln Head. Maybe we get a shot of that, I don't know. Yeah, there's the Lincoln Head. It's a monument. Actually, it's been moved to this location here, but it's right along the road now. On autopilot today, and the trucks are moving. Let's have a look around here. $50 miles to Sydney now. Not a lot going on here. Interstate 80 is a long and straight interstate. It's 2 lanes in each direction. Good road. It is nice to drive along here. Not a lot going on. There's farming and the like all along the way, but it's a nice drive, especially if the weather's nice. It can be bad here in the winter, obviously, but it's nice. 32 miles to Sydney now. One of the cool things here in the Tesla, the navigation, as you can see, it gives you turn by turn, of course, but it shows the map here, and depending upon the distance between where we are and the destination, it keeps zooming in. It's really handy to see more and more detail automatically. 21% now, arrival in Sydney. For those of you who are relatively new to a Tesla or electric car for that matter, the Tesla has an awesome automatic driving tool called Autopilot. It is a lane keeping, lane following, automatic lane change kind of system, and ultimately will be what's called full self-driving. The basic Autopilot comes with lane centering and following distance called traffic aware cruise control. But this has full self-driving, and I'm going to now press the blinker. As you see, it finds the spot over in the left. It automatically changes lanes. I'll pass the truck. And the full self-driving adds a whole pile of features, and they're just now being turned on. So here we go. We'll get in front of the truck. We want to make sure we've got enough room. I'll then use the blinker, go this way. The computer verifies that the lane is free. Auto lane changes and centers me up in the lane, and I continue driving. Part of my long distance traveling is driving down the road and passing slower vehicles like these trucks, which is fine. But it's important that I change lanes safely and go around them instead of doing it all manually. The car with full self-driving has what's called auto lane change, as you saw, and allows me to change lanes. That is an awesome feature. This is the home of a company called Cabela's. They are an outdoor store, and Cabela's was purchased by another outdoor store called Bass Pro Shop. This used to be their headquarters here in Sidney, Nebraska. I suspect they're operating under Cabela's, but it's really Bass Pro Shop. We get off here and get a charge. Sidney, Nebraska. So this being Sidney, Nebraska and all, the
Now your destination.
Cabela's is just down there to the right. Best Western is here, and in their parking lot they have Supercharger. If you're passing by this way, the Best Western is a nice hotel. They nice people, nice accommodations. I've stayed here a bunch of times. Ciao, little bird. Yeah, it looks like nobody's here today. I'm just kind of chasing the new little birds around the parking lot. I think we'll park in 4A here on the end. Figure there's nobody around. Allows us to get a charge. Of course, if you know when you drive an electric car, the battery warms up slightly. Well, it charges best when it's warm. So, all right, let's get hooked up and get in here. So when you get to the charge stall, you back up till the curb there. You then grab your charge handle. As you see, it's pretty light. Just about anybody can do it. You push a little button there on top. The door opens up. You insert it. It flashes blue. It then, after negotiation, turns green. We must be on a dial-up circuit. There we go. So there's green, and we're charging. All right, we're going to use the facilities. Couple of things you need to know when you're choosing your electric vehicle. The charging network is ultimately important when you choose your electric vehicle. The Tesla network, as you see here, has a system where you just simply plug it in. The car says, hey, I'm vehicle ID number such and such. The charging stand communicates that back to Fremont, California. Instantly gets a command to start charging. No credit cards, no swiping, no applications, nothing. You plug it in and you go. The best thing is anyone could use it. I had a 92-year-old friend figure out how to use it. Very easy to use. So consider that when you're choosing your electric vehicle. So let's look a little bit about our future trip here. We're currently in Sidney, which is here, and we're going to then head east on Interstate 80 till we get to a place called Gothenburg, where we'll charge again. Once charged, we're going to head south across Hillendale. You guys will get to see some of the farmland in Nebraska and in Kansas. So we're going to go south here on 47 to Farnham and Eustis and Elwood, and then I think we'll head south here on 283 through Arapahoe, Beaver City, Norton. We may cut over to Hayes at Norton and go on over to Phillipsburg, and then south on 183 here all the way to Hayes, and that's where we'll be spending the night. That's from here, it's probably 200 and some miles. So today it'll be all around 600 miles. So that's what we're going to see. We'll see a lot of farmland. Hopefully we'll see some cool sights along the way. Let's check the odometer. It is now 10:20, We've been charging for probably 10 minutes maybe. Traveled 221.5 miles, 63 kilowatt hours used, averaging 286 watt hours per mile. So we've done pretty well there. We've got another 20 minutes to Gothenburg and then south. Okay, the computer says we're ready to roll. Here's how you do it. A little button right there on top. You just press and hold it. Disconnects, turns white, unplugs. Just return it back here to the charge stand and watch. Closes. You don't even have to touch the darn thing. All right, let's hit the road. To get there, showing a 20% arrival here in Gothenburg, so we're good to go. Let's hit the road. We're leaving with 85%. Eastbound, Interstate 80 now. Let's have a look around here. We're east of Sydney now. We're getting into the Interstate 76 connection here to Interstate 80 coming up from Denver. And of course we're on autopilot. Now you can see all the barrels on autopilot. Everything on the screen is what the computer in the car sees, so it's aware of all kinds of stuff. Unlike a lot of other lane keeping systems that are just not aware. Well, I'm in autopilot jail. Yeah, see that? No steering wheel. Cruise control, of course, but autopilot jail, yes. Why? Well, big old truck was lumbering along and I needed to get in front of them, and if you hit the accelerator and exceed 90 or something like that, 10 over or whatever the set is, put you in jail, which means I have no autopilot now. I have to manually steer. Of course, to get rid of that, I've got to stop, put it in park, put it in drive, and go. So I'll do that up here. I got 94 more miles to go. I really don't want to have to drive. You really get spoiled a lot by using autopilot to drive for you and pay attention to a lot of things. So we get out of this construction, I'll make that happen. All right, I am back on autopilot. I took the requirement to stop, put it in park, and drive, as I thought I'd use the facility while I was there. That worked out okay. Got 84 miles to go to Gothenburg now. Eastbound, Interstate 80. Let's have a look around here. Well, there you go. Someone wants to know where toilet paper is made. Here is where it's made, right here. Let's have a look around. Miles now. The road in this county, boy, is excellent. I know they're federal roads, but they certainly change by county. I think it's the local contractors put them in. This one is absolutely primo. Here we are, our exit, 7/10 of a mile. We'll get off here, go grab a little Scottish lunch, and then head back to the supercharger and get a charge enough to head down to Hayes. Yeah, the supercharger's down this way here, but we're going to go up here a little bit further north, go grab a little lunch, and then come back. We'll do a twofer. I'll eat while it's charging.
Turn right onto Platte River Road.
She's going to get all upset here now. And I think we'll have a little Scottish lunch today. And then head over to the supercharger. All right, that was fast. Get back out on the highway here and head back down to the supercharger, which is about maybe a quarter mile away, maybe a half mile, just down below. All right, hooked up here now. Power's building. 100, 110, 13, 16, 18, 24, 6, 9, 131. It's not bad, a low state of charge. That'll be fine. Got 30 minutes to charge. I think I'll eat my dinner here. This is my Scottish lunch. This is called a regular hamburger at McDonald's. It's really small. It's just enough to taste like a hamburger, I suppose, even though it tastes like a McDonald's hamburger, which is okay. And then a large diet drink with light ice. That is a Scottish lunch. All right, let's go over the route we're going to take here heading south. We've got, let's see, 25 more minutes according to the Nava computer to charge. We're going to head south of Gothenburg here on Highway 47, and then we'll make a left here at Farnham. We'll go through Eustis here and keep going until we get to Elwood, okay? From Elwood, we're going to head due south, and we're going to go to Arapahoe, and then we're going to come down south here, and we're going to go to what's called Beaver City, and then keep going south to Norton, and then do a little jig-jag, and then we're going to go through Hill City, and then we're going to cut over here to, looks like B-O-G-U-E, Boogie. And then we're going to go through Danmar, and we're going to go through Palco, cut over here to Plainville, down 83 to Hayes. So that's how we're going to go. As soon as we have enough energy, we're on the road. Hey, now this is some local advertising. Bring your key fob to Nebraska Barn and Grill and receive a free soda with purchase of menu item. So that answers the question. This place is open. Supercharger's down this road. It's right across the street from the Comfort and Suites. They've got a new place to eat here, which is a good idea. If you're coming to charge in Gothenburg, you get a free drink. Show your fob, or I'm assuming your phone and your app. And it's an 8-stall 150 here. All right, 87%, 15% arrival in Hayes.
500 feet, turn right onto South Lake Avenue.
Now it wants me to go down the interstate for another 15 miles and then head south on Highway 183. We're going to go due south here through Farnham,
South Lake Avenue,
which is Highway 287. So we'll get that done here. All right, watch out for that big old crater hole. And I think we're good. All right, that's what I love about Google. It just reroutes. We just headed south here, and it rerouted us on the back roads. Wants to take us over to Highway 183, which we don't really want to do. In fact, let me just set up Autopilot here, 65. Anyway, it wants us to take us over to Holdridge here, and we don't want to do that. We're going to turn right at Elwood and take Highway 283 due south through Norton and so on. That'll be the new route, untraveled by EV Dave. So you guys will see whatever we can find on that road. Yeah, there's lots of vegetables. I can't tell what that is. I'm sure some of you can. But there's a lot of agriculture here in Nebraska and Kansas. Oh, this one you can tell what it is. Corn. Look at that. It's not as high as an elephant's eye, but it's getting there. It's kind of interesting terrain here. It's kind of hilly. Up and down hills. Kind of weird. Yeah, it's some nice corn there. Looks like it's probably 4 or 5 feet tall. Got a little ways to go, I think. Yep, this is Highway 23. Farnham is 2 miles to the right. Unfortunately, we won't be going through that.
Onto Highway 23.
That's a bummer. I always like driving through the old farm towns. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, looking good. Making a left. Wow, what a sweet highway here. You notice that all the highways in and around Nebraska and Kansas for all the farming are in excellent shape. That allows these guys to get their product in and out of the fields and to market. Yeah, for all you rail buffs, you see that? There is an unused track here along Highway 23 or 623. I'm not saying anything, but those guys that put those hand cars on there and go flying down the rails, I don't know. Looks like it hasn't been used. The weeds are all over it here. So there you have it, along Highway 23. You can kind of see a little bit of it here. Yeah, there's even a rail bridge. We're in the town of Eustis now. Not sure exactly where we're going to go. I think we're going to go right through. It looks like Eustis is south of us here, at least the original town. All right, well, you guys got to see this. Remember I talked earlier about that funny looking grain elevator? Notice what they're doing here. It looks like they've got grain either going in or coming out. There's a tarp over it, and there's a truck there dumping grain. Can't quite tell. Maybe the farmers watching this could tell. Seems to me you can't leave the grain out on the ground, but I don't know. Maybe that's what they're doing here. Couldn't tell you. We're heading southeast now on Highway 23. More of the same. Lots of corn. Corn on this side, corn on that side. Let's have a look around. Yeah, just coming into Elwood here. All right, just into Elwood. .707, I don't know what that means, but it's okay. 35 in here now. We're going to turn right here on 283. Is here. Looks like that'll put us right downtown, actually. Looks like maybe Main Street or something. I'm gonna go this way. Got some brick buildings here. Looks like I've been there a while. Looks like houses, things like that. Bunch of houses here along 283. have a look around here. Let's have a look around. I would venture to say we wouldn't see very many Teslas on Highway 283 here. It's just out of the beaten path, but there may be a few. Who knows? Let's have a look around here. This is the town of Arapahoe. All right, a non-four-way stop. All right. One of those dealers, car dealers of the past here. It's cool. And then downtown, got all these old buildings, not much on the left side, just on the right. It's like the old bank building or something there. Oh yeah, look at that. Allen's Block. That was cool. Looks like Arapahoe's been here a while. Let's look around. So this is passing a big truck. I take it off autopilot, get way over this side, and he goes by. Here comes another truck with a trailer. Give him a little extra room. There we go, on autopilot. Just too narrow of a road. Kansas. Dorothy, we're in Kansas. Now that we're in Kansas, let's have a look around. Yeah, now that's an old farm. This is the town of Norton. Looks like they got a radar here. I'm assuming that's some kind of weather radar or something. Actually, it looks like the National Guard Armory or something. Looks like kind of a modern building over here. Actually have an electric light here, which is kind of interesting. Here's an old car dealer from the past. The overhang, it's real common. was a school, maybe. Bunch of old houses, kept up real well. Looks like this may be downtown down here. Oh yeah, it's all kinds of cool old houses here. Looks like a brick church. Yeah, this is downtown apparently. It's 20. It's big old brick buildings. Like maybe the bank at the time. Look at that. It's kind of cool. Oh yeah, and we've got an old service station here. It's been redone. And a railroad crossing. Some original buildings and houses. Wow, look at this one here. That's about it. Looks like we're getting out of town. There's an old house. Again, this is Norton. Now this is an old house. Look at that. How cool. Just coming into Hill City now. Looks like we're going to go right through downtown. Oh, that's cool. Look at that house. There's a nice old house. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Down to 30.
Now turn right onto South 3rd Avenue.
No. Google's going to try to send me where I don't really want to go, but it's okay.
Now turn right onto South 2nd Avenue.
She'll get the idea here in a few minutes.
Now turn right onto South Pomeroy Avenue.
There's an old-timey gas station.
Now turn right onto Southwest Street.
Well, there you go. There's Hill City.
Now turn right onto South Middle Street.
Eastbound now, Highway 24. Yeah, we're going to turn right here on State Highway 18. And it's B-O-G-U-E. Boogie. Bagoo. Something. Anyway, it's a little town up here we get to go by. It looks kind of cool from a distance. Well, this is a tiny little town. Looking at the GPS, there's just a few streets in and around. It's mostly like grain handling or something here. B-O-G-U-E. Bogu? Something? Let's have a look around here. go through the town of Palco. It's right Main Street, I think. Whoa, look out there, buddy.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Ivy Avenue.
Yeah. So we're going to go through the town of Palco here,
Now
right?
turn left
Guess
onto
this is
Ivy Avenue.
Main Street or something. It's just off from the highway, and then we'll get right back on up here.
Now turn left onto Holly Avenue.
Sweetheart, easy. Oh, there's a cool old house.
Now turn left onto Glen Avenue.
Well, it's not a lot here. Over on the left side are houses and things like that.
Now turn left onto Fir Avenue.
No. Wants to put me back on the highway, which is fine. Looks like 1917 Township Hall. That's kind of cool looking. And then we've got this old service station, gas station here. That's also very cool.
In 500 feet, bear left onto County Road 18.
Yeah, that'll do, sweetheart. The bank? Oh, public library. How about that?
Now bear left onto County Road 18.
I think that's right. Here? Okay, Google. I'll do it. Oh, County Road 18. Yep, certainly a county road. Or Zurich, if you're from Europe. Cute little place, not much going on, I would have to say. I'd have to say that over here to the right is Main Street, but I don't think I'm going to drive down it. Interesting old buildings. Maybe this is Main Street, I don't know. Looks like that's a fixer-upper. Little service station building over here on the left. And a few more old buildings. Some old farmhouse maybe right here. And that's about it. Some old buildings and an air motor. That's that windmill thing right there. Looks in good shape. There's an old building. All right, well there you go, Zurich. This is an old farmhouse here and barn. All right, it's confirmed. I came out of that town of Zurich and it was 45, and the nav wouldn't go any more than 45 on autopilot until I actually physically passed a sign that said 65, which then it was happy with. So apparently the car must see the sign to set the speed limit for autopilot. All right, just coming into Plainville here. Speed is here. We got 60, it says, but I think it'll go a little slower up here. 35. Just rotate the autopilot speed down. Okay, so this is Plainville. Looks like a good-sized little town. Just leaving Plainville now. Heading south on Highway 183. Had to stop, got a soda, took care of some business. Kind of an old, cool house here. Kind of covered up. Looks like Plainville's been here. We're getting close to Hayes now. We're going to go to the hotel since we passed that, and I'm going to check in. And I'm going to head over and charge up, and grab something to eat, come back to the hotel, and do some editing. At least that's the plan. 17 miles now. Yep, I made it to Hayes. Got 15% left in the battery, which is plenty. It's like 40 miles.
Turn left onto West 45th Street.
Yeah, we're staying at the Holiday Inn Express tonight. It's a nice place. We'll get checked in and do our thing and go charge up. All right, we are hooked up here at Hayes. We've got 19%, 130 kilowatts. Can't complain. I'm on 1A. We arrived at 15%. Now, as you know, if you own an EV or perhaps you're new to EVs, when you travel long distances and you go from supercharger or DC fast charger to DC fast charger, the battery warms up naturally due to resistive losses in the battery itself. You don't want it too hot, but the warm battery will charge much better than a cold battery. So what happens is, in the case of Tesla, they precondition the battery so that it's warm upon arrival at the supercharger, which allows for faster charging. Of course, that's what you want, as fast charge as possible here. So that's kind of the skinny. 136 kilowatts on 1A here in Hayes, not too shabby. I'm going to charge up enough to get to Salina. Salina's 100 miles away, and then I'm going to go to the hotel and park for the night and get up early and head out for Salina. Now, when you get up in the morning, your battery is cool or cold, depending upon the temperature. While the car will attempt to warm it up a little bit, this uses energy, and that's okay. It's all designed that way. However, about the time I get to Salina, the battery will be in optimum charging. I will then charge at the supercharger at the Holiday Inn Express in Salina, head south to where the hell am I going? So I'll charge up when I get to Salina. It's right there at the Holiday Inn Express, and I will charge up enough to get to Wichita. And then once to Wichita, I head out on Highway 400 east towards Joplin, and then ultimately Springfield, and then Sikeston, and then points east. Cross that long 242 mile stretch of Highway 60. So that'll be a fun one tomorrow. Here's today's stats: 556.6 miles, 158 kilowatt hours used, average 283 watt hours per mile. It's not bad considering I drove a long way today. I appreciate you watching today's video. It's been fun all the way from Saratoga over the snowy range and out on Highway 80 and across country. It was kind of a cool one. If you liked this video, hit the like, click subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon to not miss anything going forward. If you'd like to buy yourself a Tesla, the referral link shown at the bottom of the screen gets you 1,000 miles or 1,500 kilometers of free supercharging. Thanks for watching. Look for me tomorrow. Take care, and I'll see you again.